Xiaomi Redmi Y1, which is the latest smartphone from the company. In fact, this is the first selfie-centric smartphone from the company. And in this video, we're going to do the unboxing, show you all the contents that you get in the Indian retail package, and then we will talk about its features. So it comes in this red box, and you can see Redmi Y1 written on the top and a small by Xiaomi text. And here you can see the specifications. It has a 5.5-inch HD display, 16 megapixel front camera, Snapdragon 435, 3GB RAM, 32GB storage. Comes in gold variant. You also will have the dark gray variant. Then it supports 4G, has a fingerprint sensor, also comes with a Corning Gorilla Glass protection, and this is a made in India smartphone. And we assume that it would be priced somewhat around 6 to 7,000 Indian rupees, might be around 8 as well, but 6 to 8 is the price category that it will be priced in. So talking about the box contents, let's open it first and let's find out what all things do you get. The first thing is the smartphone itself, and as mentioned, this is a gold variant. It does not feel heavy once you take it out and hold it, and we will be talking more about the device in a minute. Let's just check out other contents present in the box. So the next thing is this readme guide, or it's a quick start guide and some information about the device. Also, this quick start guide shows that the device comes with a dedicated micro SD card slot. There is no hybrid slot here. You get two SIM card slots and a micro SD card slot. That is a good thing. Then you get the standard USB to micro USB cable, and then you have this SIM ejector pin over here, and finally a charging adapter. This is a 5-volt 2-amp charger, and the phone has a 3000 mAh battery, so it should take around 1.5 to 2 hours to charge a smartphone. We will check that out later. So these are the contents that you will get if you order Xiaomi Redmi Y1. There are no earphones in the box. Now moving on to the device, this is how the device looks like. We have used the device for like an hour or so. This is the first impressions. The phone comes with this plastic construction, and it does not feel as premium as other Xiaomi metal devices, but still the build quality is good enough for this price segment. You get an infrared blaster on the top along with 3.5mm audio jack, SIM card tray on the left side, power button and the volume rock on the right side, and a micro USB port along with speaker outlet on the bottom side. Overall, in terms of design and build quality, the smartphone looks good enough, but the build quality could have been slightly better, but then the pricing would have been slightly higher due to a metal construction. Then you get this 5.5-inch HD display, which is being protected by Corning Gorilla Glass, below which you have usual Android touch buttons. They don't have any kind of backlit though. On the back, as mentioned, you get this 13 megapixel shooter along with fingerprint sensor, and the fingerprint sensor works really well without any issues. Talking about the display, this is an HD display, but the viewing angles are really nice. The color reproduction is also good, and we tried using the display in outdoor conditions as well. This is a very bright and a vivid display. We didn't face any issues as far as the display is concerned. Additionally, as we said earlier, it is being protected by Corning Gorilla Glass, so that's an added advantage. Now let's talk about the hardware and the software part. The phone is being powered by Snapdragon 435 processor. You get 3GB of RAM, 32GB of storage, Android 505 GPU in it, and it is running on Android 7.1.2 out of the box. That's not all. You get the latest MIUI 9 on the device, and we will talking about the MIUI 9 in a separate video. So in terms of free RAM, you will roughly get around 1.4GB free and around 20GB of storage free on this smartphone. In terms of sensors, it has nearly all the major sensors. In fact, it has a high number of sensors when compared to some other devices which are available even at twice the price, but company has chosen to give you all the sensors that you require, whether it's proximity, ambient light, gyroscope, rotation vector, linear acceleration, step counter, step detector, etc. It scores 44,000 in the Antutu benchmark, and we believe the processor is good enough to run mid-range games with ease and even some high-end games, and you can do multitasking. In terms of applications, you get Mi Remote, Mi Drop, which allows you to transfer files. You have security application, themes, etc. As mentioned, we will be discussing about MIUI 9 features later on. Now let's move on to the camera part. The main highlight of this device is the 16 megapixel front shooter, which comes with LED flash, but it also has a 13 megapixel back camera with face detection autofocus. You do have some options available on the smartphone which allows you to capture panorama shots, audio notes, manual settings, beautify, etc. But let's move on to the image quality. We have captured some images from the front as well as from the back camera of Xiaomi Redmi Y1 smartphone. So this image was captured using the back camera, and you can see the color reproduction is nice. Even the amount of details is fine. Even As you can see, the background has been slightly blurred, and some more samples. Again, this is just the initial impressions, as we have used the device just for an hour or so. We will be doing a detailed test later on, and you can see some more samples. The camera seems to work fine. The front camera is the highlight here, so let's talk about it. This was taken in a very low light situation, and the front camera works really well in good light conditions, in outdoor conditions. We were not able to test the outdoor conditions right now, but the front camera seems to work really well if there is ample of light or if light is good enough. So yes, Xiaomi has focused on selfie camera here. We found it to be working well in case of normal light conditions. For low light conditions, it works fine due to the LED flash, but it could have been slightly better. But still, if you are someone who is looking for a camera centric smartphone, especially the selfie centric smartphone, this can be a good option in budget segment. The device comes with a 3000 mAh battery, has a fingerprint sensor, supports 4G and other major connectivity options as well. Overall, it seems to be a decent selfie centric option which gives you a good performance as well due to Snapdragon 435, has an infrared blaster, comes with Corning Gorilla Glass protection, and it appears to be a decent package. But wait for a final review if you're thinking to buy this one. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.